Hey everyone, Kevin Chillo from Pitt Campus Recreation, and welcome back to Kickboxing. This is our fifth and final video for this first series of cardio kickboxing. We've gone through many techniques with the hands and the feet. What we're going to do, just like our fourth class, this is mainly going to be combination based, putting everything together. And we're going to add a new advanced technique, which is our spinning technique. A spinning crescent kick and a spinning hook kick variations. We'll take them very slow, then add that into full-blown combination. We'll start out with our warm-up, once again really targeting the hips and the hamstrings, and then we'll get right to it. Let's get started. Okay, for our warm-up, this is going to be active movements, so we're going to return to our rising kick, crescent kick, and snap kick in an aerobic format to get that heart rate going. So once again, each time we throw the kick, whether you're doing this low or you're coming up higher, the bottom foot, you're going to stay on the ball of the foot and have a nice rhythmic bounce, just like you're jumping rope. So if you're low, kick and bounce, nice and smooth, and little by little, you'll bring that foot up higher. Let's get that heart rate going, starting with our right leg, front rising kick. So go ahead and put your right leg back in a fighting stance, hands up. Keep the legs straight, pulling the toes back with me. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and swing and touch. Bringing that foot just behind the base foot. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause, good. And switch. Other leg ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and high. Keeping those toes pulled back. 8, 9, one more. 10. Good. And switch. This time crescent kick, inside out circle. Ready. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and big. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hop switch. Same thing, big circle. Ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hop switch. Snap kick. Ready. And 1, 2, 3. Let that breath out. 4 more. 8, 9, and 10. And hop switch. Ready. And 1, 2. Still breathing. Last 4. Good. And switch. Now, we're going to go with our side kick. We're going to see if we can keep the leg up. So, when I go to the side, I want that foot up, knee tucked into the chest. We're going to kick straight out and bring it back. From the start, you should have something to hold on to, a chair, bar, anything you have for balance. When you get more advanced, we'll try to do it without. So have your bottom foot, toes pointing away, looking over your shoulder where you're kicking. Go ahead, bring that knee up. Extend by my count, we're doing 5. 1, lock it, and back. Keeping it up. 2, lock, and back. 3, lock, and back. 4, lock, and back. Last one, 5, lock, and back. Set it down. Very good. Other side, make sure you have that object if you need it. Height doesn't matter. You're just going as high as you can go. Bottom foot, toes pointed away, looking over your shoulder. Other foot, keep the toes pulled back. Knee up nice and high. And 1, squeeze it, back. 2, squeeze, back. 3, squeeze, back. 4, full extension, back. And 5, and back. And shake it out, good. Now we got the blood flowing, let's do a quick stretch. Legs nice and wide. And head and hands down to the center. Slowly come on up, big breath. 2 hands down to your right foot. Trying to bring your chest down to your shin. Up slow. And other side, same thing. Both hands down, chest down to your shin. And up slow, hands on the waist. Last stretch, full upper body, trunk rotations one way down, and arching it back. 2, all the way back, 3, and reverse. Down to the rear, 2, and 3. All right, everything's nice and loose. We'll get going with our first combination. Just like in our last video, we're gonna have a little workout in between the major combinations. We're gonna try to cover basically the upper lower body work. So we'll have some squats and we'll have some punches. We're just gonna switch up the order. So to cover our midsection, let's do one practice run before we hit our combination. Go ahead once again from a square stance. This is gonna be now the uppercuts. Doesn't matter what hand you start with, palm facing you, chin, chin. Just above the chin height, alternating hands. 4, 5, you can go through this with me slow. 7, 8, right to the hooks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now, we're going to do a lunge to a kick. So one leg is going to step to the rear, give a little bend, and you swing it up, kick. Put that same leg back. 2, up, kick. If you do a partial bend, kick. Foot to the rear, bend, kick. The harder you go, deeper and higher kick. Deeper and higher kick. Lowest you can go is that knee 1 inch above the ground, and a nice high kick. We're only going to do 4 with the one leg, 4 with the other. So we got our uppercuts, our hooks, one leg back for 4 up to the kick, then the other leg back for 4 up to the kick. That's going to be done 2 rounds through between each combination. Okay? Let's hit our first combo. Starting in the rear, so you have a lot of space to work front to back. We're going to do a front leg snap kick, and in order to do this, you can't have a fighting stance where your weight's 50-50 and then try to just lift your front leg. So you need to shift the weight to the rear foot, kick. So try that with me. The weight's 50-50, shift to the back foot, front snap kick. Again, shift to the back foot, front snap kick. This is like our lead jab. So for this, you'll lean, front leg snap kick, front hand punch, reverse hand punch. Let's just try those 3. One more time, slow. Lean to the rear, front snap kick, front hand, back hand. Okay, let's work that one a couple times through. Ready? And 1. Don't forget bouncing and change your direction. 2. Keeping it moving. Nice and light. 3. And move in. Ready? 4. Keep it bouncing light. And 5. And bounce. Good. Now we're going to add from this. We got front snap kick. 1, 2. This back foot is going to come for a side kick. Make sure that bottom foot pivots so that by the time you kick, your toes are facing the rear. Let's go through it slow. Front leg snap kick. Front hand, reverse hand, leg comes around for your side kick going straight. Let's drill this. Ready? Bouncing. And 1. And keeping it light. Changing direction. Ready? 2. Keeping bouncing light. And 3. Keeping it moving. Ready? 4. Keeping it light. Last one. 5. And bounce. Okay. Keep it bouncing as you watch this last part of the first combination. We shift the weight. Snap kick. Punch. Punch. Side kick. And we set it down right in front. As soon as we throw that kick, it lands. Now from here, I bring my back foot up to meet. And one more side kick. So, we have my left hand, left leg forward. A lean back kick. 1, 2. Side kick, set it down. Back foot moves up. Feet together. Second side kick. Let's work through this one. And bouncing. Ready? 1. And moving. Very good. 2, snap kick, 1, 2, side, step up, second side kick, moving light. Ready, 3, and bouncing, and 2 more, ready, 4, keeping it light, last one, number 5, go, and bouncing. Okay, here's our interval, feet shoulder width, uppercuts, and go. 4, 3, 2, here's the hook. 4, 3, right leg back, lunge, up kick. 2, up kick. 3, up kick. And 4, second time, same leg. 1, out. 2, out. 3, out. And 4, other leg back. 1, and kick. 2, and kick. 3, and slide. 4, 4 more times. 4, 3, 2, last one, snap it out and shake it out. Very good. First combination down, get a drink, and move on to number 2. Good work. All right, let's go combination 2. We'll have our interval. Then for the third one, we're gonna work on our new spin technique to finish up. So for the second combination, go ahead in the same fighting stance, feet shoulder width. We're gonna go right off the bat with a back leg turning kick, roundhouse, toes pointed. Don't forget coming across, angled. Still making those toes on the bottom foot pivot, so we got the toes towards the rear. So the back leg turning kick, boom. We set it down right in front. Try that again, step back. Back leg comes around and down. As soon as it lands in front, same thing as in the last video. If I'm going to my left counterclockwise, kick, set it down, I keep spinning through to gain that distance. So I take my back leg turning kick, set it down in front. Now the front leg doesn't move after this, it becomes the pivot. As I turn, my rear leg moves forward. Now I'm still facing the same way, I've just covered distance. So, from the back leg turning kick, set it down, stepping through, we're gonna hit the turning kick again. Here, give me a low to mid height. 1, you're gonna set it down right next to the other foot, and then you're gonna come up high, okay? So this is all turning kick base. Right leg, turning kick, step through, low, touch, high. Take that again slow. Back leg, turning kick, set it down. Spin through and step. Back leg low, touch, high. Now, that's all one leg. And after we do the second kick, we now have the opposite leg forward than what we started with. So now we can do the mirror image. So give yourself a good amount of room. Back leg, turning kick. This is my right leg. Right. Step through, right low, right high. Now the left is ready. Left. Step through, low, and high. Okay? Let's work this again slow. Back leg. 1. Set it down. Step through, low, touch, high. Now the opposite leg is forward than we started. Back leg turning kick. 1. Set it down. Spin through. We got low and then high. So you got 3 kicks right, 3 kicks left. Lots of space for this one. Nice and smooth. Keep it on spinning. Ready? Start bouncing light. Right leg, right into left. And 1. And bouncing light. Right back to where you started. Let's go number 2. Ready? Go. Kick, spin through, low, high. Reset, kick, spin through, low, high, and bouncing. Very good. Big breath. And number 3, go. 1, and low, high, reset, 1, and low, high, and bouncing. Okay, let's hit it again. Go. Reset. And light. So do this one 2 more times. Ready? Go. And bouncing the last one. Nice and high, nice and strong. Ready? Go. And bounce it out, okay? Feet shoulder width. Uppercuts. 3, 2, 1, go. 4, 3, here's the hook. 4, 3, right leg back. Bend and kick. Lunge and kick. 3, 4, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, other leg back. Bend and kick. Light and snap. 3, 4, last 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Very good job. Take another break, and we'll work on our spin for our last combination. Good job. All right, so here is our spinning kick variation, and we're going to add this into a quick combo, and that'll be it for our first series. So with our spinning kicks, we always use the leg that's in the rear. So decide right now which leg you think is a little bit better than your other, a little better balance. For me, it happens to be my right leg, so I'm going to use that leg in the rear. I want to kick with my right, I have it in the rear. If you want the left, then your left foot's going to be in the rear, up to you. So let's say your right leg is in the rear, here. If I want to kick with my right leg, I put that in the rear and I always turn towards the right. So right leg back, turning towards my right is going to make me spin through with that right. If the left foot is in the rear, I look to my left, spinning through with my left. So whatever foot is in front is not moving, it's just a pivot. You're not stepping with it. So if my left foot's in the lead, this is just turning, pivoting. The back foot is the one that will lift to come through. Same with the left foot in the back for a left leg kick. The right leg stays, it just pivots. A little rotation as we go, okay? Each time you spin, you want to try to keep yourself tall, head nice and high, so you're rotating on a simple, straight axis as you go. You don't want to be wobbling side to side, okay? So kicking leg is in the rear. What we're going to do first is turn and look. So if you have your feet shoulder width and you pick the object straight in front over your shoulder where you want to kick. So say I'm aiming right towards the camera, this is where I want to kick. Kicking leg is in the back. So you're going to pivot both feet to the right, to the rear foot, and you're going to look over your shoulder. So where you're looking at me, turn and look over your shoulder, then come back. So both feet staying still, kicking legs in the rear. You're going to pivot and look, and back. Now, turn and look. That leg that's in the back slides up to the other foot. Now from here, this is just our toe up, circular crescent like we did in the warm-up. Right here, okay? So kicking leg is in the rear, both feet. Turn and look, back foot slides to the other one, and then there's my circular kick. Ideally with this kick, you want to be going 360 degrees. So if I start with my right leg back, I want to kick and I land with my right leg back. If I land in front, I'm too front heavy, I'm too top heavy. I only made it 180 degrees. I need to be tall enough here that when I turn and kick, I complete the full 360. So that front foot really needs to pivot a lot as you're spinning going to slide and rotate. So be mindful if you have shoes on and they're gripping a surface, so like rubber shoes on hardwood, a carpet, a mat, it's going to stick. So if my shoe is really stuck to the ground and I try to rotate, I can damage my knee because I'm trying to turn and pivot, but my foot is going to stick to the ground. So you either want something that provides a little more ease of rotation, like barefoot on the ground. Sometimes people have the dance shoes on, so it can be a little more smooth. If you have something where it's a sticky surface, you purposely have to make sure you almost lift and turn that foot as you turn, and be prepared to give a little bit of a hop, otherwise that foot is going to stick to the ground. Okay? So kicking leg towards the rear, turn and look, back foot slides up, crescent kick, 360. Now the goal as you do this is to make it one smooth motion. So we start out kicking leg in the rear, I break it down, turn and look, together, crescent kick, return. As one motion, and back, and back. So I'm using my arms a little bit too to get that rotation, and back. If your foot's coming around, toes up, that is a 360 crescent kick. If your foot comes around sideways, here, toe and heel level like a side kick, that is a spinning hook kick or a heel kick. So the first one is toes up, here. The other one, I need to be less vertical and more sideways as the foot comes around this way like a sweeping angle. Sometimes whenever we work with a lot of people, one way is easier versus the other. Don't worry about learning both for now, as long as you're getting around in that circle. Crescent kick or hook kick, they're both acceptable for this. So let's try it a few more times. Kicking leg in the rear, pivot and look, together, kick and through. A couple more times, smooth, ready, go. Smooth circle and back. And set, go. And back. And last one, smooth, go. And back. Okay, so this is our last combination. We're going to do this off of a punch-punch turning kick scenario. So if you want to kick and do your spin kick with the right leg, if you've been doing this way, put that kicking leg forward, actually. So if I want to do the spin with my right leg is forward. If you want to do it with the left leg is forward. So I want to do my spin kick with my right, so my right leg is in the lead. Now, we're going to start with our lead hand. So kicking leg is in the front, lead hand. Do this with me, jab, backhand cross. That back foot comes around for the turning kick, just like we did in the beginning, and reset. So spin kicking leg in the front, hands up. Front hand, backhand, turning kick. Setting it down in front. Let's do those three slow. Ready, go. Set it down in front and return. Two more times. Go. And down. One more. Ready, go. And down. Okay, you'll notice when I land, 1, 2, 3 here. Now I'm in place for my spin kick because my kicking leg is in the back and I want to rotate, turn and look, and then kick through. So kicking leg is in the front. Front hand, backhand. Turning kick and set it down. Here. Now you're in line for your spin. Turn and look, feet together, and circle. Full thing smooth, nice and slow. Front hand starts, ready. Punch, punch. Turning kick, set it down. Keep spinning for your crescent kick. Let's try this 5 rounds through. Bouncing light. Lead hand, ready. 1. And bouncing. Now as you bounce, slowly put that kicking leg back in the front. And 2. And all the way around. Ready. 3. Good. Bouncing light. Kicking leg in the front. 4. And nice and loose. Last one. 5. And bouncing. Last interval. Feet parallel. Uppercuts, ready. 3, 2, 1, go. 4, 3, 2, here's the hook. 4, 3, right leg back. Lunge and kick. 2, and kick. 3, up high. 4, last 4, deep, let the breath out. And 4, other leg back, ready, down deep, and kick. Okay, 4 more, deep, and up, 2, 3, last 1. All right, that concludes it. Do a quick stretch, and that'll be it for this series. Nice job. Feet nice and wide. Let's go big breath in, and out. And again, in, and out. Good, feet a little wider. Once again, head and hands down center. Up slow. Both hands down to your right foot. Chest down towards the shin. Up slow. And other leg, both hands down, chest down to the shin. And up slow. 2 more big breaths in. And out. And in. And out. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that series. We covered some hand, foot, even some knee strike, elbow strike combinations. We've done these in a cardiovascular aerobic flow, and then also added on in the full combination work. So I hope you enjoyed this. We'll be back with another series involving kickboxing, some other styles such as boot camp and HIIT, and we will also see you live and in person this semester coming up. Nice job, and we'll see you soon.